Zeno sits trembling on his throne, his usual playful demeanor replaced with genuine fear as Goku stands before him, sensing something is terribly wrong. Zeno reveals a dark secret he's kept hidden for eons. The Grand Priest, Daishinkan, the most trusted being in all existence, may not be as loyal as everyone believes. The Omni-King's voice wavers as he recounts a painful memory from ancient times. Long ago, Daishinkan and his wife lived inside Zeno's palace. She was beautiful and intelligent, someone Zeno had come to trust completely. But one fateful night, palace guards discovered her in a hidden corridor, surrounded by shadowy figures and ancient scrolls detailing diagrams of the palace's defenses. She was caught plotting against Zeno himself, planning to overthrow his rule and seize control of all existence. Zeno explains that he intended to erase her for this treachery, but something unexpected happened. Daishinkan, the composed and serene Grand Priest, fell to his knees and begged for mercy. He pleaded for his wife's life, promising to take full responsibility for her actions. It was the first time Zeno had ever seen him display such raw emotion, such desperate humanity. Unable to refuse his most loyal servant's plea, Zeno made a compromise. Instead of erasing her, he banished Daishinkan's wife to the demon realm, the darkest corner of existence where even angels fear to tread. Daishinkan swore an oath that day. He would never see her again and would serve Zeno faithfully for all eternity. And for countless eons, he kept that promise. But now, as Zeno sits trembling on his throne, Goku realizes why the Omni-King is afraid. Something has changed. Before Zeno can elaborate further, the grand doors burst open with a brilliant flash of divine light. The Grand Priest enters the throne room, his serene smile unchanging. He apologizes for the interruption and politely informs Goku that it's time for his next training session. Goku glances nervously at Zeno, who gives him a subtle, fearful nod. Understanding that he must play along to avoid suspicion, Goku agrees to go with Daishinkan. The Grand Priest raises his staff, and a swirling portal of purple and black energy materializes before them. Dark energy crackles violently around its edges, unlike any training ground Goku has ever seen. When Goku questions the unusual destination, Daishinkan calmly explains that they're going to the demon realm. He claims that Goku's training requires an environment capable of withstanding his full power, as the mortal realms are far too fragile for what lies ahead. Despite his unease, Goku follows the Grand Priest through the portal. The world transforms around them into a nightmarish landscape. Twisted purple skies stretch endlessly above. Floating obsidian mountains drift through the air, and rivers of dark energy flow through crimson canyons below. Standing in the desolate wasteland, Goku's Saiyan instincts scream that something is wrong. Daishinkan instructs him to wait while he prepares the training grounds, warning Goku not to wander. The Grand Priest then floats away toward a massive black fortress looming in the distance. As Goku watches him disappear, questions flood his mind. Why would Daishinkan bring him all the way to the demon realm just to train? And why did Zeno look so terrified when mentioning the Grand Priest? His curiosity overwhelming his caution, Goku powers down to suppress his energy signature and quietly follows Daishinkan, hiding behind the twisted rock formations that dot the landscape. Approaching the black fortress, Goku discovers a hidden chamber and peers through a crack in the obsidian wall. What he sees inside shakes him to his core. Daishinkan stands before a woman radiating dark divine power, his wife, Seraph. Her once beautiful angel wings are now darker, corrupted by eons of exposure to the demon realm's malevolent energy. Goku's eyes widen in horror as he overhears their conversation. Seraph embraces her husband, asking how much longer they must wait. Daishinkan's serene smile vanishes, replaced with cold determination. He reveals that their wait is almost over. Goku's presence in the demon realm is the final piece of their plan. The Grand Priest intends to train Goku to unlock his full potential, then use that very power to breach Zeno's palace defenses. Seraph asks if he will finally take his rightful place as ruler of all creation. Dark energy swirls around Daishinkan's hand as he confirms her question. He speaks of how Zeno has sat on the throne for eons, playing God with the universes, erasing entire timelines on a mere whim. To Daishinkan, Zeno is nothing more than a child with ultimate power, and he has spent countless ages pretending to be his loyal servant, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That moment has finally arrived. When Seraph questions what will happen with the angels, Daishinkan's children, he explains that they are bound by their programming, by the very laws he helped create. They cannot act against Zeno without explicit orders. By the time they realize what's happening, it will be too late. The multiverse will belong to them, and they will reshape all of existence according to their vision. Seraph smiles wickedly, speaking of justice and freedom from serving what she calls a pampered child. No more watching universes burn at his careless whim. Hidden behind the wall, Goku's body trembles with shock and anger. His mind races with the implications of what he's just learned. If Daishinkan discovers that Goku knows the truth, he might accelerate his plans or eliminate him entirely. Carefully, Goku retreats from the fortress, using the twisted landscape for cover. Once he's far enough away to avoid detection, he places 2 fingers on his forehead and uses instant transmission to escape the demon realm. Goku materializes on Beerus's planet in the evening light, startling Whis, who is calmly polishing the Oracle Fish's bowl. Before Whis can even greet him, Goku frantically calls out for both Whis and Beerus. The god of destruction emerges from his temple, annoyed at being interrupted from a pleasant dream about destroying planets. Goku's next words freeze them both in place. The Grand Priest is planning to betray Zeno. Whis drops his staff in shock, and even the unflappable angel appears shaken at the accusation against his father. Beerus's fur stands on end as the gravity of the situation sinks in. Goku quickly recounts everything, how he overheard Daishinkan and his wife in the demon realm, their plot to attack Zeno's palace and seize control of the multiverse. Whis struggles to process this information. His father, the strongest being in existence besides Zeno himself, is planning the ultimate betrayal. Beerus demands to know how they could possibly stand against the Grand Priest. Goku's expression turns determined as he reveals the answer. Before all of this began, Zeno had hinted at someone who might be able to help them. They need to find Zalama, the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. If anyone possesses the knowledge and power to combat someone like Daishinkan, it would be the ancient dragon god himself. Whis admits that no one has seen Zalama in countless ages, and even he doesn't know where the creator resides. Goku formulates a plan quickly. He'll leave again to avoid arousing Daishinkan's suspicion. If the Grand Priest realizes Goku has discovered his scheme, he might attack Zeno's palace immediately. Meanwhile, Whis and Beerus must track down Zalama, no matter what it takes. Beerus cracks his knuckles, excited at finally having something interesting to do, but questions how they could even begin searching for a dragon god who clearly doesn't want to be found. Whis considers this carefully. Since Zalama created the Super Dragon Balls, his energy signature would be embedded within them. If Whis can trace that unique resonance across dimensions, they might be able to locate him. Goku prepares to leave, planning to check on Vegeta and the other warriors to ensure they're ready. Before he vanishes with instant transmission, Beerus turns to Whis with a serious expression, asking if he truly believes his father would commit such treachery. Whis clutches his staff tightly, his voice shaking with emotion. He doesn't want to believe it. The Grand Priest has been his father, his teacher, his guide for all of existence. But Goku has no reason to fabricate something this grave. They must act. If they're wrong, they'll apologize profusely. But if they're right and do nothing, the consequences are unthinkable. The entire multiverse would fall into darkness. Understanding the stakes, Beerus nods solemnly. No pressure, he remarks dryly, trying to mask his own fear. Whis raises his staff high, and rainbow-colored energy begins to glow from its crystalline sphere. The energy shoots into the sky like a beacon, searching across infinite dimensions for the elusive creator who has hidden himself from all of existence. The rainbow beam pierces through the fabric of reality itself, crossing dimensional barriers, seeking the one being who might hold the key to saving everything. Somewhere in the cosmos, Daishinkan stands in the Demon Realm fortress, his eyes narrowing as he senses a disturbance in the dimensional fabric. He looks toward the direction of Beerus's planet, a knowing smile crossing his face. The pieces are moving into position. The greatest betrayal in the history of the multiverse. If you like the story and want the next episode, please subscribe. And like the video, next video will be released after 1,000 likes. Also use the hype feature to promote this video, it's free. Till then, enjoy our other stories. A sudden light flashes across Universe 7, and from it steps a familiar figure, but older, calmer, and far more serious. It's future Whis. Beerus and the others immediately sense the gravity of his energy. Something isn't right. Without wasting a moment, future Whis says he's come to deliver a warning from the future. He reveals that in his timeline, Goku has unlocked a transformation so powerful that he surpasses even the gods, defeating Zeno himself, and becoming the new Omni-King. At first, everyone is stunned. Goku, the ruler of all existence, but Whis continues, and this time, his tone darkens. Goku's innocence became the universe's downfall. He never erased anyone, never punished evil, and because of that mercy, chaos spread across the multiverse. With no one enforcing order, Frieza rose once again, conquering the universes one after another. He even hunted down and killed the Supreme Kai, which caused Beerus's death as well, since their lives are linked. Whis explains that after Beerus's death, he was no longer bound to his angelic duty. That wasn't the end. Even Universe 6 wasn't spared. Frieza's army invaded it completely, across all universes. Rules were broken, deities vanished, and the angels were finally free. Some universes even forged alliances with the demons, desperate to overthrow Goku, the Omni-King who refused to fight back. Beerus asks Future Whis, how did Goku even reach such power? Future Whis replies, he paid a terrible price. In that timeline, Goku suffered the greatest loss of his life. A demon murdered Chi-Chi. The pain, the rage, the grief, all of it fused together, igniting a transformation so immense it shattered the limits of divine power. Goku's emotions consumed him, turning him into something beyond gods, a being of raw, infinite Saiyan energy. But that power came with a cost. He lost control. In his fury, he destroyed everything. Universes, mortals, even divine realms. Only Whis survived to tell the tale. As the air turns silent, a familiar voice echoes from behind. Goku arrives, unaware of what he's just heard. He tells Beerus that his friends have gone into the demon realm and that something feels wrong. Future Whis turns toward him with a heavy heart. The cycle might be repeating. The future Whis warning continues to echo in Beerus' mind. Goku will become the end of this multiverse. Those words pierce through him like a blade. For the first time, Beerus, the god of destruction, feels fear. Sitting silently on his planet, Beerus looks at Whis. If what your future self said is true, then there's only one way to stop it, he mutters coldly. Whis doesn't answer, but he already knows what his master is thinking. Goku, the mortal who once inspired gods, must be eliminated. But Beerus grits his teeth. Killing Goku alone won't solve anything. And for a destroyer god to kill a mortal, it's shameful. The silence grows heavy until Whis raises his staff, his calm voice cutting through the tension. There might be another way, Lord Beerus. Whis explains that across the universes, there exists a creature so dangerous that even the Grand Priest forbade its mention. The Bird of Destruction, a divine being whose heartbeat alone can corrupt the flow of energy in all universes. And according to Whis, that bird has found its resting place, on Earth. This could be his chance, a reason the other gods of destruction will understand. Destroy the bird, destroy Earth. And if Goku stands in the way, then so be it.